Hello and welcome to my horse racing system called Racing Profits. So you might ask yourself, what is Racing Profits? Well, it's a place and or each way system which can be used at either the betting exchanges like Betfair or BetDAC or any of the mainstream bookmakers online, or if you want to do it offline you can put bets as well on. So it deals with finding specific horses in certain meetings. These meetings will be UK turf meetings. So this doesn't include Irish or French or Dubai meetings. This only deals with UK mainland racing in England, Wales and Scotland. The reason for that is I don't have much data when it comes to Irish meetings. Yes, I do watch them, enjoy them. They can be a bit unpredictable, even although the courses aren't as undulating or as have too many twists and turns like some of the courses in mainland UK. So the data that I've dealt with and been able to produce a system on is based on turf meetings only. There's no all-weather. I don't enjoy all-weather meetings. It's false surface. I don't enjoy the sand, the polo track. It's turf meetings only, and we get the information in order to make our predictions and selections from turf meetings for the Racing Profit system. The Racing Profit system was born out of Racing Winners, really. It was started in 2011. Hard to believe now, it's gone back that amount of years. It was basically looking at what was happening with Racing Winners, and that a lot of the selections that were second or third choices were coming in second or third place in a lot of the meetings. So from that I was able to tweak the Racing Winners system and produce a successful horse racing system for the place and each way markets in the UK. So what I've done was produce a system which used three components which I've used with Racing Winners, but it's the same methodology applies. So you have a selection criteria, a money management plan, and solid financial discipline. That's most important, and that's something I can't really give you. I can say all the things, in the world about how you view money, what your attitude is towards risk and return, but in the end that last part is the most important part and has to come from you. What's in between your ears, if it's not equipped to cope with losses, then there's two choices. You have to train yourself to become better at managing your money, or don't bother getting involved, because in the end you'll get involved with revenge betting, and if you take 5 or 6 losses in a row, which you can get even in the each way markets, you'll get angry and you'll want to claw back that money. So say you've lost 200 quid in say 3 or 4 weeks, you want to up the ante with the stake amount, but your stake amount should never exceed between 3 and 5%. because it's each way, you can be a bit more aggressive than the win markets with racing winners. So 3 to 5% should be your stake. So if you say you have a £1,000 betting bank, which should be separate from your normal bank. So your normal bank will be just for your running costs, like your mortgage, your rent, your food, your running, your bills, gas and electric, and what have you. Your betting bank should be separate from that. That should be money you can afford to lose. That's the attitude you should have towards it. So the most you should be putting on for £1,000 betting bank is between 30 and 50 quid per bet, which is more than enough, you know, because as your betting bank increases, which it should do if you follow racing profits properly, then your amounts will go up. So if your bank, say, swells to £1,500, that means basically you could be putting on a bet of up to £75 on a selection based on a 5% bet. So when you have £75 on a race, believe you me, that's when you can start to develop sweaty palms, sweaty fingers, and that's what you don't want to experience. You should be treating this as a business. We're here to enjoy the horse racing because we like it, we like the GGs, but we're here to make money from a sport we enjoy. Yeah, so that's the key component, is having a sensible money management in place, having a selection criteria which you can put your hat on and basically have confidence in, and having strong financial discipline. It's okay when you're winning, that doesn't test you, it's the losses that test you. Ask any person that's successful in business about discipline. It's when things aren't going well, how do you manage yourself, how do you manage your next move? Are you going to break your own rules? And we've all been there, including myself, but it's key to riding out any storms and learning more about yourself and how you can cope when the inevitable losing runs hits. Because in betting terms, that is, I like losing runs because it tests my character as well, and I get to know about myself and how, because everyone, when they're using your system and they hit a losing run, oh, you didn't tell me this or that, or I says, well, it does tell you that. It does say it in the manual. You will expect. It does say it in the website. There's no hidden secrets. This isn't, you know, you aren't going to turn the key and make a fortune. It's all about longevity, and it's all about, you know, we all want to have a lovely betting bank chart. You see the one, the people, the vendors who promote a system and show you a lovely chart like, you know, like that. You know, so if every betting system was like that, then, you know, the vendor and the bettor could all clean up. So you know, you could have this £1,000, you know, betting bank here, and then say that's £10,000. You know, so it's like 6 months of betting selections. You know, showing this beautiful line, you know, going north. Now, fantastic, but the real world's not like that. Even in good systems like my own, I don't mind blowing my own trumpet because it is a good system, and it's been positively reviewed by 2 of the best sports selection reviewers in the business, in Cashmaster and GG's. So a realistic looking system, whether it be trading or commodities, spread betting, or horse races, or football betting, you know, you'll have charts like that. But, you know, in the end, if you ride it out, so if you get involved here and you have a dip, you know, that'll test you. This bit here will test your mentality, right? It's great when you're here and it goes to here, but how do you feel when it goes back below what you started at? But in the long run, if you look at any trading chart, whether it be the FTSE 100 or the Dow Jones, right, there will be, you know, undulations. You know, there will be areas of, you know, where it's basically the market, you know, is unpredictable. You know, we could all clean up if we knew in a year's time whether it's going to go up or down, you know, but it just doesn't work like that. It's volatile, you know, you've just got to ride out. So in the long run, if you start here, a lot of people will quit when it goes to there, because they'll go, well, I've been in this for 3 months and I'm down, but they don't remember the good, you know, any good times when it's gone up. But in the long run, if you stay in it, you know, say that's at 5,000, you know, if you stayed in that, say over a year, and it was at 4 grand, you know, so you've gone up by 3,000, but you've had to ride out 3 or 4 storms. But that's the areas that test you as a bettor, and that will, you know, it sorts out the people who have a strong mentality from basically a weak mentality. Yeah. So that's a realistic betting chart, you know. You've even got the ones that go down the way, but if you're selling a system, no one's going to show you that, you know. And basically, you know, the only person that will be making money is going to be the vendor, certainly not the bettor, you know what I mean. They're going to be buying a system and then losing money as well. So you obviously, when you're buying any system, that investment is just a token gesture at the start of your journey. It's the longevity of it and where you can take that to in the long run. So at the end of the day, there will be losing runs even in a place in each way market, because sometimes you feel as though people have short memories. Sometimes when they get a winner, they'll tell everyone, you know, the butcher, the maker, the candlestick maker, everyone down the pub, oh yeah, John, I've made, you know, £100, but they'll never tell you about their losses, and that's the ones that are never going to make money. And why? Because yeah, they might be telling the truth about the winners, but they never tell you about the losses they've had, and it's the losses that actually make you as a human being, because it'll test you as, one, it'll say, do I believe in the system? And two, can I ride out these storms, or am I going to double up my bets? Like a martingale system, which is majorly flawed in casinos, you know, where you keep doubling up your bets, so you red, black, red, black, red, black. So say if you're betting on blacks and they keep going red, red, how many reds are you going to be before you give up? That's where the martingale, there's no cut-off point. The martingale system is based on, so if you bet £2 you lose it, you bet £4, then you bet 8, 16. So you've got to remember, in roulette wheel, which is all just to do with luck, the ball, the wheel has no memory of what the previous ball was. So you could get 16 reds or 16 blacks. You know how much you're going to double up before you say enough's enough. You know, so that's where the martingale system is at. So games of luck, like deal or no deal, or doing the lottery or buying a scratch card. You know, if that's your thing, good luck to you. This ain't a roulette wheel. This ain't deal or no deal. This ain't putting 6 numbers on balls coming out of a machine in the lottery. This is about putting bets on sensible horses based on form. So it's all about form. So all we can measure that on is previous races. But what we do with that is we look at things like the distance. We look at things like the weight of the horse, because obviously we're dealing with handicap races. We're dealing with the competition. We're dealing with specific races. Yeah, and we also have a close eye on previous race meetings, how they've done at that course, because like humans, some horses prefer the shape of a course better than others. So if it's left or right turns, what kind of undulations they have, what the mannerisms of the course are. Some horses, because they're trained on a similar, that's all we can put it down. It's basically the form is based on their previous training facilities, and they might train on an area that's similar to some course characteristic, and that's why they do better than at certain other courses. Other than that, you know, because you know, a horse can have an off day like a human being. You know, you can just have a terrible day. It's not in the right frame of mind to want to race. But as bettors don't know that, So that they've only got to go with what's happened in the past. So that's all we're going with. The previous is only going to guide us with a form for the present, and obviously keep us going for the future and for hopefully making as much profit as we can. So I hope you enjoyed this whiteboard presentation, and if this sounds like something for you, then you can click on the link to purchase now at £29 for horse racing winners, and also racing profits, and that also gives you access to a free horse racing ebook about trainers. Okay, thanks and all the best.